Hey, what is up, everybody? Thanks for joining me in episode number 2, April 30th, 2025. Portfolio value is 81,269 and fluctuating. This is episode number 2 for Road to $250,000. For those of you who haven't watched my first episode, this channel is going to focus on my portfolio going from 81,000 to $250,000 to start, and then hopefully even higher. Let's go one step at a time. I'd like to break down what my portfolio consists of. In episode 1, I mentioned how highly concentrated my portfolio is on the crypto industry. So most of my holdings are very focused on ETFs and stocks that focus on the crypto industry. So for my major holdings, as I mentioned in my first episode, Coinbase is my biggest and one of my most successful uh, stock picks in the crypto verse. So I have a cost average of around $8,000 US dollars, and right now I have an all-time gain of 114%, almost 115% here. So invested around 8,000 and change, and right now at $18,196,000 with a profit of 9,721. Apart from that, I would say my second biggest holding would be MicroStrategy. So this is not the plain vanilla MicroStrategy stock, but it is a high income ETF that focuses on MicroStrategy. So in my coming videos, I'll explain more about what these high income ETFs are and what my plan is going forward with my portfolio in regards to these high income ETFs. So just for now, basically, what you need to understand is that this ETF more or less mimics the movement of MicroStrategy, but also gives me a monthly dividend of 50%. Yes, guys, you heard that right. 50% every month. So this has a covered call strategy of 25% on it. So basically, you're not getting the entire meat of the move. So if MicroStrategy, say for example, were to move 10%, this might only move 5%. But on the other hand, you're getting 50% dividends paid out to you monthly. So this is the reason I chose to go with this, because the plan for my portfolio is to eventually live off of the dividends. So I'm going to hopefully use all the profits that I make from these ETFs that I have, majorly Bitcoin. So this MicroStrategy $15,000 that you see, in fact, it was $10,000, and now I'm at a profit of 5,500. So it's at 15. So this 10,000 was taken from the profits I made from Bitcoin. So I almost had $12,000, $13,000 in this Bitcoin ETF that I then sold when the market was doing terrible. And I moved that money into the MicroStrategy ETF, which has done me really well. I've made this 54% in, I would say, less than a month at this point. So yeah, it was right here that I bought it at maybe 11 dollars, and now MicroStrategy is at $17. So if you can see up there, it is of almost a 56% gain. So I kind of nailed the bottom year at $11 for this ETF, but you can't really get lucky all the time with all these stocks. Worst performing ETF is Ethereum. I've invested almost 12,000, a little over $12,000, and I'm at a loss of $4,000 on Ethereum. Ethereum has been a real nightmare for a lot of us this cycle, and hopefully things turn around when the bull market really kicks in. Apart from that, I have smaller positions, but when you combine all the miners together, like CleanSpark, Hut, and I have another one in a different trading account called Cipher. So I have three miners, and yeah, I guess combined there would at least be a few $1,000s, if not more. And since I don't really know of any ETF that directly invest into or has a Solana in its treasury, I am buying MicroStrategy kind of proxy for Solana. So there's a company named HODL, and yeah, also known as Solana Strategies, and yeah, this is kind of copying the same playbook of what MicroStrategy did with Bitcoin. So this company is buying a lot of Solana and then kind of benefit from the price going up. Now, I'm up 22% on this, and I'm hoping that it will go much, much higher when the Solana price hopefully hits all-time highs again. If you can see, this ETF at one point was trading over over $6, and it has dropped down substantially. So my cost average on this is 267. If it goes back to its all-time high of $6.10, that'll be a decent penny. So matter of fact, I first picked up this company way back in October, I would say, for 62 cents. And I did mention in my last video back in November 10th, when my portfolio was doing quite well. I bought a home in Canada and had to pull a lot of money out, and at that point I sold the Sol Strategies position and a lot of other positions that I have in order to put a down payment towards the home. As you can see, that my portfolio was at 112. If you can look on the right side over there, my portfolio value is 112,000, and the net deposits were 84. And then I started pulling money out of it all the way till December. I got the possession of my house on December 18th. So from November till mid-December, I was pulling money out in order to make payments, basically the down payment of 20%. And yeah, at that point, I was really beating up myself for pulling this money out, and I was like, I could make so much more money by just leaving this in the market. But I'm so happy now that I pulled it out, and everything happens for a reason. And it was one of the better decisions, because the market tanked terribly, and still recovering from the Trump effect, I would say. Yeah, I mean, portfolio was doing really well up till Jan 24th, right before the Donald, imposed his tariffs, and yeah, the market's just been crashing. But hey, I mean, I can't say too many bad things about him, because he is the reason that the market pumped in November. So Trump give it, and Trump take it away. So yeah, this is a short breakdown of the few positions that I hold. My main idea is to hopefully pull money out of these crypto holdings I have and move them into Tesla, which I really believe in. I know maybe some of you guys might not like that he's getting involved in the American politics and might have other reasons why you don't like him, but I really believe in the company. I believe in the technology, and I think that the company is going to move away from vehicles and is going to be more like an energy, AI, robotics, which Wall Street and maybe a lot of investors are not pricing in. And I don't have the best position in right now. I would really like to be, around 10 at a minimum 10,000 US dollars into Tesla. And yeah, we'll see how the crypto market performs in the next coming months and weeks. And hopefully, if things go well, there'll be a lot more money flowing into Tesla and into other high income ETFs, which are going to pay me monthly dividends. Um a lot of people question on why have I contributed so much this year when the contribution room for this year is only $6,000, $7,000. Sorry about that. But as I mentioned, I pull money out from my home. I pull almost $40,000, $50,000 to put towards my down payment. So yeah, so I have a lot of room in my TFSA, and I can contribute a lot more this year, and hopefully I will when the time is right. All right, guys. So this is just another little short intro to more of my holdings in the TFSA. In the next episode, I'll cover the holdings the altcoins that I have in my crypto part of the portfolio and how terribly they've been doing for the past few months. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.